argue here because I'm not really
2018.
clear.
So the point I'm trying to argue is, yes, they are right. If there was a gun in that situation, the gunman would have been stopped. That's just like...
Who's right? What are you saying? The gunman, he's able to carry a gun as of now.
No, in Baltimore, you're not allowed to carry a gun.
But it wasn't in Baltimore, it was in Annapolis.
I don't believe that in Maryland you can
Fucking heads are going to this one, man.
So, if the gunman...
You don't have to fucking edit it.
In there, it's a gun... Maryland, New York, New Jersey, California, they're all major gun-free zones.
What, so is your point that if we were good enough at gun-free, the shooting wouldn't have happened?
No, my point is
Isn't your whole foundation the idea that people kill people, not guns?
No, my thing is if the gunman was confronted with a gun, he would have killed either less people or nobody.
Oh, so if we had just had an armed, soldier at every school, every, mall, every public space.
I'm not saying an armed soldier.
Someone to kill a potential gunman.
Someone who's
where we could provide more for the mental health of those people, and we wouldn't have gunmen either.
Yeah, see, I sell guns for a living, and I can tell you right now, the NICS program is not broken. It's very easy to,
so the people that break into a high school and shoot it up are mentally stable?
No, they're not.
Is that exactly?
But they're not buying their guns legally either.
How do you know they didn't just take it from their dad?
Is that buying it legally?
No. Okay, so my whole point there is that
so we need more guns to destroy the gun violence.
I think that's absolute crap.
Okay, well, I'm willing to give up my gun rights for 2 months and not carry my guns, not do anything with my guns for 2 months, and see what the violence rate is for the gun
you
violence.
Weren't originally one of the people going around shooting up schools, I hope.
But
well, great.
I'm willing to give it up. And
that's really great. Most honest gun owners would, because they're not the murderers.
But if
the murderers are the ones that are going to have a problem with that.
I'm willing to give it up for 2 months.
Perfect.
In that 2 months, we look at mass shootings. We look at shootings that are happening.
You're not influencing mass shootings.
Exactly. So why attack the person who's a gun owner? Why prevent concealed carry in businesses?
Because you're going to lose a hobby. I think saving the lives of young children might be.
It's my way of life. It's my job.
It's your job. Can you get another job?
Yeah, but
that'd be great.
I'm going to school to be. Okay, can you find another job? Can you find another major?
Yeah.
Okay, then go do it.
Well, it's not illegal what I'm doing.
Being a lawyer?
Yeah.
Lawyers are the most crooked people. It should be illegal.
I had plenty of experiences with those.
It's illegal.
Okay, what's your next question?
Next topic.
Stop with the swinging! You cannot touch my flaming dildo. You cannot. What are you gonna fucking do? Light the chair on fire and make your ass warm?
No, I just want to try it.
That's a great way to open up the segment.
Testicles 1 2, testicles 1.
We already did that joke.
Oh, sorry. Testicles 1 3, 1 3, testicles 1 3. Yes. Don't waste my shit.
Shut up.
All right.
Stop swinging.
That'd be a good fucking lighter. Fucking smoke a bowl with her. Fucking.
That's what my friend Ben said. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, we've been ready.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of lighting up a bowl or a ball, Canada has legalized marijuana, and with that legalization, there comes smuggling.
Oh boy!
I don't really know which way it's fucking going. I mean, I think it's
probably both.
Fucking Canada's smuggling over here, and we're smuggling from over in the United States into here.
It's VR, man. Get over it.
Fuck you.
No, but
it is all kinds of fucked up.
VR.
Oh, okay. Back up.
But yeah, I kind of do see it going both ways, though. Like, we give them stuff, they bring us stuff. I mean, hell, that's what.
You're an avid marijuana user. How do you feel? So we're just gonna call you hippie because information.
Yep.
Oh, Sparrow's here. How you doing, Sparrow?
So, hippie, how do you feel about the legalization? Is someone puking? No, oh, fucker, bitch. Oh boy, cock.
Hey!
Hey, cock, how you doing? You chicken?
Sober Irishman.
Sober Irishman. Pause it.
No, fine.
The border patrol and the possible smuggling, not smothering,
Smothering
of marijuana across the United States border from Canada. Since you are an avid weed user.
Yeah, hippie.
It's lit. It's lit. It's.
I like my shit on fleek. Do you consider smuggling possibly from Canada to the United States?
Would I consider it?
Yeah, what do you consider?
Would I consider smuggling
Marijuana
from Canada
into the United States.
That's too hard. You do it from
Because sober Irishmen know. All right, just a little.
Well, no, you gotta you have to have a pass.
Are you picking up sober pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, here.
She need to probably speak a bit louder, but.
This is
I will stand. Fucked up podcast. I will stand right.
Okay, that'll work. And Sparrow.
I thought he was taking over.
I'm taking over the Black Pearl.
What are you talking about? He already did it.
Favors for me, so I have to cuddle him and hug him and love him. This podcast
I catch
is
everything.
definitely going to be fucked up.
So we're Irishman. I hope you know if you sit right there, you're going to burn your ass.
And that fucking
This would not be the first time I've so probably won't be the last.
What, you sat on a bonfire or something?
Okay, can we just continue? I'm actually getting pissed off right now.
No,
I'm actually getting
Sitting
really pissed off because
Alright, fine. Back to the smuggling. But
would I smuggle?
Yeah.
Probably not. But I'll cuddle.
With you? Ooh. I'm so sorry. But
no, but that.
wifey's getting jealous of the
smuggled together because they smuggled together because they smuggled.
Smuggle and snuggles.
Yeah, because their dumbasses got caught.
Fuck you.
Nah, they don't drive over the border. They snuggle over the border. Okay. Anyway, back to I guess that topic.
What's your input on waste smuggling? You smuggling? Yes. Smuggling?
When Sparrow just uses boat.
Yes, you would.
Actually,
Sparrow would have just used his fucking boat. He would.
alcohol is legal. Prohibition's over. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but then you have
The pearl would actually.
You gotta shut up. So much that you can smuggle across on a boat. And
That's not what I say.
But what kind of boat?
Oh,
I believe
the pearl. No, the pearl black.
The pearl black actually would be a pretty, decent option for smuggling across the border
It
in
would.
waterways. Yes. It's a huge
No, it
fucking-
actually flies. Dude. I made it fly.
It fucking
cannons,
flies.
man. They
It
shoot up
fucking
bubbles.
flies, okay? You do not have to fucking cross any border.
Exactly, man. Pharaoh's got the right idea.
Well, even then, you would still be crossing over to different airspace.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up and let me do my job?
Unless you,
You're doing a terrible fucking job.
No, that's why it's on the news.
to do a drone.
I fucking voted that.
No, do it with the drone.
What is this
Keep it
drone?
under 500
Miles an hour. I'll get a fucking drone
You like Amazon
and I'll put your
Prime.
fucking face on it. So
I can
next
already
time
see
they go to
it.
America, they're gonna look for your ass. Smuggling. Sober Irishman. You works.
Honestly, the best way would be to go from California or California, Maine,
Oh my
Colorado.
God, don't even get me on start. Fucking straws. Fucking straws, man. It's a straw. It's literally a piece of plastic to suck shit up. No, it's illegal. I mean, if you want to use with, I mean, cocaine, Coca-Cola. I mean, fuck you can just fucking crush up Smarties and just.
Exactly.
Which I had.
I was never.
Wait, homie, if they ban straws, does that mean they ban Pixie Sticks as well?
Probably.
No, those are paper.
What? But it's shaped as a straw.
They have the bigger ones.
Oh, yeah, the big ones that you get at Chuck E. Cheese.
I know you go there. Don't you?
He's 30 years old too, by the way.
Hey, my dad's 50th birthday party was there today.
What the hell was I not
There's
invited?
no Dave and Buster's around here.
Yeah.
It's the way.
Actually, yeah, there is. Yeah, but that's like the closest one.
Yeah.
No, but back to the topic. So, are we giving them shit or are they giving us shit?
I think they're giving us shit.
Because they are.
They're nice. I like them.
Well, no, they just legalized it.
Well, what doesn't make sense to me is everywhere, like, it's popular to go to Canada. It's already fucking legalized.
It's legalized across Canada.
No, California. It's legal in California to smoke fucking weed recreationally, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
And in Maine.
Washington,
Maine. It's
DC.
another fucking state that's fucking, it's legal to fucking smoke it recreationally.
I think New York as well.
Why are they, we worried about the border patrol and shit?
Well, I know
We can go to California or
Washington,
Maine.
DC is pretty well known for that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know about New York, although you can find a truck that sells lollipops as weed. I thought Sparrow was going to jump right on into that.
I know, right? I thought so too. He's talking about all these. Oh, Sparrow's here. Sparrow is here. Sparrow is here. Shut the fuck up and fucking my fucking berries. Ooh. Yikes. Savvy.
That's fun.
Where's the road? Give me where's the road? I'll see you, bro. They should keep touching you. You can have my road anytime.
Smuggles and Cuddles.
Oh, yeah.
Smuggles and cuddles.
Really? Yes?
No, but the way that I'm seeing it
Smuggles,
now.
only cuddles. we need to do a shirt for that now. Okay, that needs to. We need.
Buy our merch, which we do not have.
Yeah.
Wow.
We need to do our own merch now. Like Smuggles, if not Smuggles, cuddles. And stand on the Canadian border and do a podcast. With
No, but
with the Canadian flag, with the weed flag. It's a red weed flag. As you were saying? With the flag.
we're in a nice little sandwich between Canada and South America.
What kind of sandwich?
Oh, the one where they bring us meth and heroin and marijuana.
Oh. No. It's okay. What you mean another guy with Sparrow and Tomahawk?
No.
Yes. Except I'm going to be the one on top.
I can see a movie now.
Oh yes. It's happening. On the pro black. We flying in the heavens into the sun and the sunset.
Thank God.
Damn it.
As he cracks my whip and we drink rum together.
I missed you, Tomahawk. I haven't seen you in days.
I've seen you today, dumbass.
I said I haven't seen you in days.
You gonna start crying now?
Fuck, where is he?
Up your ass, right up to the left. You know damn well you would fucking feel shitty if you didn't see me for a fucking minute.
Hey, where's my boyfriend?
Where's my boy toy?
Where's my
My cuddle ass. Cuddle's ass. Oh yeah.
He has no ass.
I know. It's like freaking your
It's
ass.
just like
Your ass looks like a freaking grandpa's ass. It's drooping a little bit. You need to squat. Tighten that shit up, man. We gotta get injections.
I've never had an ass.
You must squat like a Russian
So you
bear.
have fun with girls in high school? You also look like fucking Taylor Lot. Since I got the haircut.
Dude, your hair like a few weeks ago was just a mess.
It was. Why do you think I cut the motherfucker?
It looks fucking better though.
I know.
And just like mine. Except that you should just get the whole entire thing shaved.
what, bitch?
I'll hit you with my fucking hook.
Wait.
You'll be my
Wait.
joking.
Oh, come now.
The girl black is moving.
Alright, so
Gunslinger. You give me that all night. I'm like, okay, get away from me.
Alright, so
Taylor Lautner's in the house. Where's the new Hollywood? Right here.
more like fucking Bollywood.
What?
More like fucking Bollywood.
I am Bollywood.
You know what that is, right?
I don't fucking care.
Those shitty knockoff movies from goddamn India. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like something we would make.
Kind of.
Yeah, just like,
Yeah.
they make fun of Fast and Furious.
Was
That was the best movie in the world.
what, Fast and Furious or knockoff?
No, the one that they made fun of Fast and Furious. It's
Oh,
called
Furious?
No, it's called
Is it on Netflix?
Speed Fast, or no, Fast Speed, or something like that.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
then,
on
like,
Netflix.
They made Paul Walker sound like, dude, I've never had anything like that before. And he does this weird look, and like,
he's in a scene where he was like in the movie how it's Vin Diesel's sister and they hook up. Well, he's in there. He's in there and like they like each other, but then she's all like sexy and hot and shit, and he's like, "So I've never been to a drive before." And he's like, does this weird like thing, and then like, and then she's like, "Kiss me." And he's like, "All right." He goes up and he comes to kiss her and he licks her all over the face. He's like, "That was nice," and she's like, he's like, "I've never done that before." And then like his car that he rolls up had unicorns on it, and he's beeping the horns like in the scene where he's going up, and like to the car, and he's like, "Beep beep." It's the best movie ever. And then they made fun of Dwayne Johnson, where he's like, "Where's my baby oil?" And he's like running out, and they ran out of baby oil. They ran out of baby oil, and he's like, "Fuck, I need more baby oil." And then he rubs it like this, and he's like, "This is some weird shit." It's a good movie. Anyway,
Gunslinger has a pretty good topic that he does bring up a pretty good point.
what sex? Absolutely. Sorry.
What, butt sex?
No,
What, butt sex?
What?
we're not talking.
I do
about
not
butt
have a topic on butt sex. You do?
Oh,
I do not. You might want to be careful. Your ladies soon, right? I do not. You should.
No, because
Positive.
he thinks if you're gonna
link will be in the
like,
description
nice
for the
little
butt sex
thing,
song. And yes, there is
butt
one.
sex is amazing.
Yeah.
No, it's way different. And don't worry, I'll put the Source Filmmaker video for it.
Which topic were you talking about?
Who's running the country?
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, this one's going to be fun.
Donald.
Donald Duck.
No, honestly,
God, can
the
you
whole
imagine?
idea behind it is, like, with the whole Canada thing, I mean, smuggling, marijuana across borders to states that already legalized marijuana. Who the hell is running our country? Like, what the fuck is going on?
The Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah. Wow. Like Peter from Family Guy. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
What did you do? Oh,
Yeah.
Irish bastard. What did you do?
Did nothing to
Are you sure? You look like you're not innocent. You look like you're like home.
Alright.
But yeah, who is actually running our country? I mean, I feel like fuck that guy. Freak what they say. They hear this over. I feel like well, you know what? He wasn't even black. I feel like President Trump isn't even running our country. I don't feel like any president has ever ran our country.
No, not for like a long time.
Not really.
Scratch that. Why does that Kanye West go?
Super PACs
Dwayne Johnson.
who
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's so
Okay.
super PACs who have
Okay.
unlimited
We love you,
amounts of
Dwayne
money
Johnson.
that
You're hot.
donate to candidates that then say, okay, well, we donated to your campaign, we got you elected, so therefore you need to vote our way or else
He
we
likes
won't
it.
donate again for your re-election.
Which is probably what's going to happen again with this next election, if I had to guess.
Keep your mouth off the nipple.
What?
Not man's nipple.
He's nippleless.
No.
Put your nipple in. No, it's really not.
No, but Silver Ash, man, you do bring up a pretty good point. Where I went to school, it's always been more of just talking about how the government's going and how most of it is just a giant monopoly, if you think about it. Like, we have, I know this joke's been made before, but we have a superstar as a president.
We do.
Yeah.
We have a superstar as a president. But he's also a superstar businessman as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, that kind of brings me back to the point of this is just a monopoly. And guess what? He won. He got the biggest house on the block.
Yeah. He's got the.
Oh, I just walked past it. I got paid.
I'm not trying to offend you. Fucking race, man. Sorry. Damn. Okay.
Man, do you think? No, never mind. I'm not gonna say shit.
Don't say something you don't mean.
The Democratic Party split, the Republican Party split.
You split. You split? No, he splits.
Like the
His legs.
Republican Party is
Like
either for Trump or they just don't want to be against him, so they just kind of cower. And the Democratic Party
Give my
is
sword.
old
my
school
sword.
Democrats with that aren't so snowflakey, and then you have the snowflake Democrats, also known as the progressives. But you say one little thing like, "Hey guys, how are you today?" That's a microaggression. Like what? We aren't guys, we are ladies.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Everything that's going on in this country is who the fuck is running this country?
Like I got shoot out by
Quit molesting gunslinger.
I'm not. Nothing.
I've been shoot out by customers
Well, you know what I heard?
by
As
saying,
long
"Hey
as
guys,
the
how are
balls
you
don't
today?"
touch, it's not gay.
And
We should try it.
it's just a couple of ladies,
Mhm.
and they
Took it as an offense.
yes, they're like, "We're not guys."
Okay, sup, ladies? Wanna fuck?
There's like two different conversations.
What the fuck is going on? I'm trying to pay attention to them talking.
I know.
I'm trying to fucking throw my 2 cents in. And you're gonna be talking about fucking applesauce and shit. Sorry. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
No, but
Well, yeah, I mean, like, all kinds that are happening in the country, and why is who is actually running the country? Is it Congress? Is it, is it? You could actually probably put some 2 cents on this. Who do you think is actually running our country?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, who do you think is actually making decisions?
There's not a single person. It's Congress and the Supreme Court and the legislature all together.
Do you think? Do you think?
Legislature is part of it. It's legislature.
he needs to speak a bit more.
It's fine, it's fine. Do you think they're making right decisions for our country?
Some yes, some no.
Do you think it should be left
Billy
to
Joe
a single person like Donald Trump to make decisions, or even Barack Obama?
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's say you get a kid. That's why we have the 3 branches,
Checks and balances, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's healthy.
Okay.
Because you don't want to end up with a corrupt dictator.
What do you guys think?
This is the most ineffectual Congress that we've had in decades.
I agree.
Agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Ask
have,
me why.
I mean, I haven't been alive for decades, but it doesn't
Okay, shoot.
anything's working.
they have the
Not you.
they have control.
He's like,
The Republicans have control of White House, the Senate,
Where's that in Chicago?
and Congress. Yet they can't get anything done other than tax reform, and that is
I do believe that it's more bickering going on back and forth than anything actually being done.
and yeah, our paychecks may be slightly bigger. Our take-home pay may be slightly bigger because of the tax breaks, but in the long run, it's just creating a bubble effect because a lot of the corporate companies, before the tax plan went into effect, their stocks were, let's just say, $50 a share, and then afterwards, they took those tax breaks that they were getting, and some companies. Some companies, like Walmart, Ross, etc., they raise their minimum wage for their hourly employees to like $11. But a lot of them, instead of say raising it to 12 to 15,
I mean, it's actually assaulted over here.
they,
I told him to stop molesting you.
instead of using those tax breaks to give more of a
Like focus on something productive.
no.
unless you want to join the bedroom, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, the bedroom? Kind of size big.
Instead of giving them a bigger minimum wage increase, they took a small fraction of that and put it towards the minimum wage increase and put it toward the rest towards buying back stocks, which then there's less stocks available to the average Joe to buy.
Okay.
But wouldn't that kind of fuck up some shit?
It makes the company like say Walmart, Ross, Home Depot,
Costco.
Best Buy, Costco, whatever. It makes them look on paper a lot better, a lot more of a profitable company because okay, their stocks went from 50 to 70 to 80 a share, and because they bought back from the public, so they're holding on to those stocks, and it makes because it's supply and demand. There's less supply of the stock out in the public, so their stock price higher.
Okay, well let me put this out here. You know, wifey's, you know, parents and grandparents have both worked for Costco, and they both have put in for stock shares, and they're still making money off their stocks. You know, it's still potential to make a good bit of money off their stock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not your dad, but you know,
He's done.
destroying that would prevent them as Costco employees to actually get their stocks, wouldn't it? Which would also make it more difficult for a everyday man to hit that, you know, 6 figures every year
Okay, let me.
and make a decent living in these United States that, you know, that we call home.
Okay, so let me put it this way: when I worked at Ross, I had a 50. It was around $50 that I could get it before the tax plan. Then it went to about $70. All right, see you later.
I'll tell you.
All right.
They should have told me before. You bitch.
Asshole. So I was getting it at a discount. I could have gotten it at a discount, but the average person like you would have to. Yes, that makes it look good on paper, but eventually, when those companies do flounder, which they will,
He's gay for leaving.
all those people who
Well, it was Sparrow.
bought into those shares, or let's just say they bought into them at 50 and they're now 80. Yeah, they made money, but they're holding on to it, hoping that it goes up and up and up in value, but it will pop.
Well, the stock market's like playing a fucking lottery.
Yeah.
It can go up or it can go down. And wanting to have that stock go up is the adrenaline of doing
Yeah.
stock. You know, having your stock, you know, jump 3 points in the stock market. That's the adrenaline of having stocks.
But it's creating a bubble. There will be another economic crisis.
So you're saying, what are you saying, that there's going to be a larger gap between the rich and the poor, or what was your?
So
It's harder for people who don't work for those big enterprises to get, like.
No, you could easily go and buy a share of, let's just say,
No,
Walmart.
but you're saying there's like there's, I don't know what the term would be, but you're saying that there's like, it looks one way, it's not all as it seems, right? Like
Yes.
the stock looks like it's doing better than it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So what?
how do we prevent it?
But yeah, what would the next step be? What is the how? Like, what's the impact? What's the larger impact?
Were you not prepared for these questions?
It will. Okay. Take the housing market crisis.
You're saying there's going to be another crash?
Yes.
Yeah,
there will be.
okay, okay.
I mean, it's not an if, it's a when, because
Right.
people are dumb.
Yeah.
History has a repeating itself anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't believe it's going to be in
Well,
in
isn't
housing. It's going to be in retail or businesses like retail.
I mean, isn't the whole idea just wait till the dollar crashes and then we're involved in debt too? Like,
We're already in debt.
right? And
Yeah.
it's such a huge number. Just wait till the dollar crashes. It's all gone.
The dollar crashing, though, will probably. I don't see the dollar crashing anytime soon. It's more of these companies.
Their stocks not being worth as much.
Right. But
Yeah,
there's so much
should be.
inflation.
They're okay. So
But-
there are some companies out there that want to say open 100 stores
Mhm.
within a year.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine, but you can't McDonald's it.
Right.
They're going to oversaturate the population or the market.
Okay.
Like Walmart.
Walmart did it, and now
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine, man.
they're having to shutter stores
Right.
because they're having stores too close to each other. They're competing,
Yeah. Supply and demand.
and
That's just like, you know, the Walmart here in town. If me and the wife can't find anything that we want at the Walmart here in town, we go to Walmart in Stephen City. We can't find it there, we go to the Walmart in Winchester.
mhm.
And it's literally like a 30-minute run
Mhm.
just to find what we want. But you know, if we're willing to go the extra 30 minutes, you know, to find what we want instead of just going and dealing with what's there.
Well, what about the impact of places like Amazon and stuff, where you don't have to go anywhere?
That would definitely fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Not having to leave your home at all. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
you
most
get,
people already
Amazon
do that
Fresh.
anyway.
Yeah, you get your groceries delivered to you.
Yeah, you
can
got-
have things delivered. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many different apps that already do that already. They're doing a hell of a lot better job
and
than most
that's
stores.
probably why Walmart's then, you know, stepped up their shit, and that's why other big, you know, what they call it. I'm just gonna say bigger superstores like Walmart. You know, they're having online ordering processes to where you can order online and then have the shit brought right out to your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Amazon's delivering it right to your fucking house. You
With
don't
a
have to waste
drone.
gas or anything.
Or at least in, I think it was like a 100
that all
mile
depends
limit.
on where you live too. But they're opening up more and more fulfillment centers and hoping for the fact that people are lazy and don't want to go out.
hey, do you guys mind if I take that guy's chair?
Yeah, sure, yeah,
Yeah, he's going.
But here's another interesting concept. Instead of a minimum wage, a maximum wage.
Doesn't
That
it
would be
totally
nice.
prevent the workings of like capitalism?
Yes and no. Because a true fiscal conservative should be on board for something like that. Because, okay, if you have a maximum wage, then you have
Yeah,
to
you're
then
kind of preventing the need for
government subsidies.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I guess
that saves the government lots of money in taxpayer in just taxpayer funded food stamps, welfare, other Medicare, Medicaid, etc.
Mhm.
So if you are able to pay your employees a fair wage
Mhm.
and not have them on a government subsidy,
Mhm.
that really should be a fiscal conservative's dream. Like,
yeah. No, I totally get that. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, what would be the maximum wage, and could we afford that maximum wage with the inflation, with everything?
when you have
that's going on?
when you have $1 trillion companies like Apple, like Amazon,
I guess.
Yo,
What?
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay.
when you have $1 trillion companies that are making hand over fist, why are your employees having to live off the government?
Yeah. What do you think about the whole idea of doing like drug tests before like receiving welfare?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's
Because there's a lot of people out there that are getting benefits and they don't deserve it.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
think largely too an argument you hear against it is that like the whole idea that like addiction is a mental illness, and it is. But like in that case, like who are you to feed the addiction? Like
Yeah.
the
But there are women out there that are like selling their
yeah. And I don't see a problem with that. And if you actually want to like receive help for your like mental illness, like go to rehab. I don't know. It's kind of
Just go with it.
A truck driver,
someone who would be liable for
Yeah.
but
liable for someone else's safety.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. The only reason why you should be drug tested on the job is if you are acting strange and workman's comp, or you're in charge of somebody's safety.
Okay, well, how about this? I mean, with my job, selling firearms, do you think those people should be drug tested?
Hmm?
Do you think people that are selling firearms should be drug tested?
Mm-hmm.
But are we going to do it?
Yeah, they do.
Most places already do.
Yeah. But I'm not, really harming it. I'm not really in control of anyone's true safety using the paperwork and on that part. I just basically approve it and use the paperwork.
Isn't largely it's not the gun like employees who are the problem. It's the people. Like it's not the people who are selling the guns. I don't know. I haven't heard of like one case where it was some like firearm salesman who like killed a bunch of people.
Not unless they go
Because
off
the
and-
firearm salesmen are the people that care enough about the gun rights to want to keep the guns. They're not going to do anything to endanger that.
It's very
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the logic I would draw from that.
It's very easy to mess up. If
Mhm.
I do one number wrong, if I do, okay, so on a 4473, you have to put in dates and names and all kinds of good stuff. If I send those forms off
Mhm.
and the ATF, says, oh, well, we want to check up on this guy,
Mhm.
and I have the wrong date on there, I misspelled their name,
But
something
that's
along
not
those
stuff you're
lines.
doing on purpose or maliciously. That's
Well,
like,
no, but I can still go to prison for it.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's not the gun retailers that are going to be the issue because they're going to jail for messing up a name. Like.
Well, no, I'm just saying drug testing in general for that type of job. Because
Right.
that type of job does involve a lot of paperwork that you can
Oh, I see what you're
or,
saying,
you accidentally screw up.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
Plus, to be drug tested for an average just cashier job is ridiculous.
You're dealing with money.
Yeah.
And if you work at our job, you're dealing with a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you deal with it practically every night, so.
What is that money mean?
Or like,
You
what
shouldn't be-
about?
He's saying you shouldn't be drug tested for, a cashier's job.
Or he's saying like,
Bottom tier cashier, not like a CSS.
Like a job
No,
center.
I'm saying
Exactly.
I don't want to base out a high.
It depends on the orange.
Yeah.
If you're selling oranges, it's different than guns. Oranges aren't going to help hurt.
Yeah.
If anything, they're going to cure, cold.
Listen, I first